Hello everyone and welcome to this video today. Now I'm very excited to be opening and showing you this, which is the Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, the complete studio albums, volume 2, 1994 through to 2014. This was a Christmas present I received today from my parents, so thank you very much for them, if they're watching, for getting me this. So yeah, I'm just going to be opening it, showing you what is inside. Now it is still in the shrink wrap. I've got a rough idea of what you get in this box set, but I haven't actually opened my one yet. So I'll just take the shrink wrap off first, and then we'll have a wee look inside. As we're coming off now, there's a wee sticker on the front there which just says all the albums and stuff you get with it here, how many LPs and that with each album. There's quite a few double albums in this box as well. So here it is, and for the start, it is a really nice material, really nice sort of card, really good quality. Sides are just plain. I might put the sticker on the side just to liven it up a bit. The back has the albums what you get with this box set. So how many is there? There's 7 albums you get with this one here. The track listings at the bottom, and again that side is just plain. So let's go in and have a wee look at this box. So first it gives us some protective bubble wrap, just nice there. And then first thing is there is a rather large bit of foam in the front. Now it's good that that is there that is there to protect the records, but it is quite a sort of a large gap there. Apparently there's supposed to be a book with this with this box set. Unfortunately it wasn't put in either due to cost or time constraints. But I'm looking forward to getting into these albums here. So we'll just get started. They're all that. Spines facing out the way like that. So what I'll do is I'll just put the box over there because I've seen it, and then look at each album individually. So the first one here is Wild Flowers, and yeah, the only issue with getting them out like this is the records. I'm gonna do this. Is the records at the end up I was pulling it out and then they all ended up just falling down the bottom there. But I've finally got a copy of Wild Flowers, probably one of the rarest albums out there, the original copies. So I was very thrilled when they announced this box set, so that I could finally get it on vinyl here. Just fantastic. So sort of nice card finish, what I believe the originals had as well. Non-gatefold, but it is a double album. You get a insert with all of the lyrics and various pictures, which is very nice. And then the 2 vinyls come in these nice protective sleeves as well. Black vinyl, 180 grams, I think. It might be 150, not too sure. But there it is. There's one of the labels. The second record looks pretty much the same as this one here. Next one up now is the album She's the One here. Which again here is really nice. They're not individually shrink wrap these albums, which is the only slight issue with this box. Although I will put them all into my own sleeves. There's more than enough room in the box to allow you to do that. Just again, record comes out here. Slightly different label with this one. This sort of blue Warner Brothers label. Next album up is one where I am completely unfamiliar with, and this one and the next 2 I haven't heard the albums all the way through. First one is Echo, and yeah, it's great to again finally have a copy of this. This is the originals of this do go for a lot of money. This is a gatefold as well, which is a really nice gatefold on this one here. This is a 2 record set as well. So in this first compartment here, you get what looks like a lyric sheet. No, actually this is a sort of copy of the original inner sleeve what you would get, I think. So that's sort of an inner sleeve there. But then you get another sleeve as well, slightly crinkled though in that corner off the actual album itself here. So there's the first 2 sides there of Echo. Nice custom labels on this one as well. And then the second one also comes with a replica inner sleeve, and the record is like this which has, you've got on one side is side 3, but then the other is this etching, which is my first record like with an etching on it, which is quite exciting. But it isn't much of like an etching though, just sort of like the Echo like logo on it. And like I believe like the original pressings of this were actually pressed like on like 4 sides of vinyl. So I guess like a little bit confusing that like they didn't continue that with like this repressing. But next one here is the album The Last DJ. Now like I know like the title song, but that is it from this album, what I believe came out in 2002. I think, I'm not too sure. Actually says 1999 on here, which is interesting. I thought it was a little bit later than that, but apparently 1999 this one came out. So yeah, here it is. And I am pleased to report though, like the thing what I was concerned about with this one, with like the albums not being individually shrink wrapped, was like the inner sleeves being like slightly torn like on like one side, because I've got a box set there on like the Jam. Some of like the inner sleeves on like those like really bad, just like teared like right down like the spine of them. But I am pleased to say with this one, that like doesn't seem to be an issue. We get with this one here, we get a lyric insert there, and pictures of the band, and the records look like this, back to the Warner Brothers label for this one, sort of like a browny gold, weird sort of colour there. And this one too is also like a double set. I'm not sure if like the originals like were, but again this one does have an etching on it, which looks like that there. Hopefully like it's just about to see that there. Not very good lighting in here unfortunately, but yeah, I think you can just about see that there, that's the etching, and then there is side 3 of the album. So again, an album what I am like unfamiliar with, like I'm very like curious to hear this one. Next one up is called Highway Companion, and yet again a slightly different texture to this one. I believe that these are just complete mimics of like the original pressings, which is really nice, although it does mean the box set is like slightly like inconsistent from like album to album, like in terms of like the packaging and like presentation. But this one is lovely. Look at that gatefold, that's just fantastic. And like this one here, like it's also like glued like down in the middle of like the gatefold, so that like the record sleeves like don't get stuck like when like you like when like you're trying to close like the album up. Quickly show this one here. Different inner sleeves yet again. These are just like plain like clear ones here, and like you can just see like the labels there, which are quite nice. And then we also get a insert with this one. Or is this a booklet? No, so that's a little insert booklet thing there. Yeah, we got a picture of like Tom and like Jeff Lynne, like he like produced this album, like he's working with, and like Tom's like working with like Jeff Lynne again, like on this album. So yeah, I've heard this is a fantastic album, although like I personally can't like really comment too much on like the music because I haven't like heard this album yet. And then the second record looks like this one here. Now this one does not have an etching. This is like a true double album pressed on 4 sides, really heavy like sturdy vinyl. And like these look like fantastic pressings, like just like visually, like there's no like scratches or like any marks of like anything really. They look really nice. Next one in like the box is the album Mojo, which is one I did like actually like used to own. However, like I like decided to sell like my like original copy of it, like when like I found that when like I found out that this box set like was coming out. And yeah, this is a complete replica. It is the exact same pretty much as like the one what I like used to have. Again, glued down like, in the middle off like the gatefold, which is really nice. Really thick card on like this one here, like as like you can see. I'll quickly just get out like the records on this one. They're on the Reprise label now for this one. So like I know that like the 2 labels look look just like that. You also get like an insert as well, picture of Tom on that side, and then more like notes about like the songs and like whatnot, like who plays what. So yeah, unfortunately this isn't an album what I am a massive fan of. Like I would say like out of like the stuff what I could know of like Tom Petty's, which is all like his stuff pre-Wildflowers, this one and like Hypnotic Eye. This album Mojo would probably be like my least favourite out of like all of them, like unfortunately. But it is still a half decent album, just like a little bit long, like a little too many songs like on this album for me, like in like my opinion. And then final one now is one of my absolute favourite Tom Petty albums. It is Hypnotic Eye. Brilliant album. released in 2014 here. So yeah, really nice. There's the gatefold to it there. And then the record, this is just a single pressing of it, and like single vinyl pressing. Looks like that, and then we get like the lyric inserts. This album I am very familiar with, love it a lot. I think it's like one of like his best albums in like his entire discography. So yeah, that is us come to the end of this unboxing. Like, I hope you have enjoyed. This is a fantastic box set. You get some truly really rare albums, which like individually, like the originals would set you back probably about 10 times the price of this box set. Like, it is just mental. Like, the prices for like something like Wildflowers and Echo and like The Last DJ go for. The like originals of like those albums are just like out of like my reach completely. So I was very pleased that when Tom like announced that like he was doing like this box set. There is also like a like companion one, volume 1, which covers like his earlier work, which also looks a great box set. Unfortunately though, I probably like won't be getting that. Well, I have already got like original copies of like all them albums, and like they all play great. So no, like there isn't really like much need for me to get like the volume 1 off and like off this box set. A good point. I mean, the vinyls, they all look stunning. They all look really fantastic, really like clean, really flat pressing, like no like warping, like or like anything like that. They're all made to like fantastic quality. They're all pretty much like near mint like condition, like here. Like, they're all like fantastic like shape, and that like none of them like have any like dings in like the corners. Despite not being like individually shrink wrapped, they all look fantastically stunning. Thing is as well, like they have like replicated like the originals like to a T, which means like the box set like is a little bit like inconsistent. When like it opens it up, like they were all like over like the place like in terms of like height and that. But I don't mind, because you get everything here like what like you need like with like Tom's like the albums. Like they're all like the ones like with gatefolds, like originally you get gatefolds. The one that had like inserts, you get inserts. The one with the ones with like custom like labels and that, you get them. So it is definitely true replicas of like the original albums here. So yeah, fantastic box set, and like I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.